Alright, so we're here, and then... There we go. And they're off. Technical difficulties aside, this should be a fun evening. Oh, lucky. What was that, turn 2? At least he'll make the jump, but that's not a great start. Valmara already extending a lead. Oh, he's risking trying to catch up. But being untrained maps, there's a lot of potential for mistakes and a lot of potential for people to just gain half a second out of nowhere in one turn. Well, getting a slide off that jump is also not exactly what he needs to be doing. Wait, what? What the hell? Alright, caster can't cast, I guess. Well, I was trying to do the... I was trying to change the keybinds, so... to watch them. But whatever, I'll just use the tab. Ooh, I'm risking a little bit. Ooh, Valmara catching the ram a bit on the inside. Lucky extending out to, I'd say probably about 0.7 lead. Oh my god. He's flying. He was going straight up out of that loop. And Valmara in the mud. See if Lucky can hold it here. He's going nicely. Oh. Well, this is fun. Hearing Lucky's self-proclaimed beautiful horn. That mid-road? I think that was a mid-road bug for Valmara. There's absolute cinema over here. See if we can have maybe one round without a mistake from either of them. That would be pretty nice. Valmara risking much more. Lucky is not daring to take that turn full speed. Oh, he's catching back up here. Valmara again on the inside. He's going back and forth. They both make it to and through the loop cleanly. Already end of lap 1. Oh, Lucky risking. He'll take a good lead here. Valmara right on his tail. This jump, so hard to calculate, because if you risk too much, then you won't have space to straighten out before the flat turn, and you'll need to release in order to avoid sliding. Oh! Again, the loop bringing Valmara's demise. He's not happy about that. Lucky again, 117.68. I think Valmara giving up that round. Absolutely. An absolute shocker from these two so far, I have to say. As this round starts, Valmara in the lead. Oh my god. Let's put him out of his misery, yeah. What the hell? I look away from Luckyshot for 5 seconds and he is dead turtled. This man is doing things no NASCAR player could ever conceive of. Hey, I'm almost at a loss for words. Valmara bringing it home. The nice time, actually. 117.48. I mean, wow. I mean, the way this is going, I wish I hopped on this, made a 1v1v1. Lucky again, not going full speed. Oh, Valmara risking, and Lucky risking. They both make it past that risky right-hander. Oh my god, Lucky. And Valmara is sliding out. Let's go back to Lucky, see if he can keep it together on the jump. He's keeping a handle on it so far. I'm not actually sure how much he plays with HUD on, so I don't really know if he sees how far back Valmara is. 1:16.83. It's much faster than anything we've seen from these two in the previous rounds. That was a very interesting first map, I'll have to say. Is this a pyramid? Oh crap, I'll need to fix my camera again. I think it breaks at the start of every map. So that's annoying, but at least there is a fix. Which is much more than I could say for the past 13, 14 or so months. Ever since I downloaded Tmuf. I don't even know what that picture is supposed to be on the walls. I'll try to check that out later. It looks to be one of multiple people. Yeah. After first round, scores 3-2. So you can see they might both beat Nico from my duel with him. Oh yeah, that would make a lot more sense, Ola. Oh, S&C has been announced. I think. I just got at everyone from Spider. And it's lights out and away they go. Yeah, I'm not too sure of Lucky's overall flat map skill. Obviously, he's a fast driver, but Valmara putting the work in early. You see Lucky going full two wheels across the ram. He's risking everything right now. It's paying off. That's about 0.3 lead. Better exit here as well. But it's going to take them a couple of rounds to get the release timings really nailed down, but they're still driving probably close to what my PB pace would be if I hunted this for a little bit. That's Lucky taking it first. It's a 56.45. So is it really just everybody that drives in Cam 2 has to do that whole like song and dance just to be able to spectate correctly? Because that's a really bad, I guess, bug or feature, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Lucky. He's gotten that start down quite nicely, I think. Oh, wow. He's risking. It's a pretty short map to only have 2 laps. I'd think this would have 3, but I guess they want it to be a shorter race overall. Oh, Valmara! Lucky slides out in the last... Oh my god. Where's Lucky? What is happening? This 1v1 is giving me high blood pressure. Is all I will say. And Valmara sliding out on, that's turn 3, Lucky flying away. I have faith he'll crash though. I would bet, like, my brother's kidneys on him crashing. He's risking. I don't think he needs to risk. I don't know. I like Cam 2. I just feel like it helps me be more precise with the walls. It's just personal preference. To each their own. I am winning, but mine was only a 30-minute duel, so if this remains close like it is, currently 5-3, then I don't see why they shouldn't both overtake me. Devil, do you do Cam 2? Oh, Lucky diving in there. And there goes Valmara. That might have been an auto slide. I'm not sure how great the speed control is here, but he is gone. Lucky can probably just cruise to a win here to double Valmara's map score. There it is. 6-3. Looks like Valmara giving up. Yeah, it is a hard track. I mean, I've obviously never played before, so I don't see Squirbo and the Deadies, but it looks fun. I might want to go back and hunt these. Maybe not the last map, though. I don't think I'd be a fan of that jump. Oh, Lucky's sliding the same spot as Valmara, but he saves it. Actually has slightly more speed. He takes a bad entry and has to release. It's even. Almost heading into the second lap. Lucky taking a small lead. Valmara taking it right back. And they both ram again, but Valmara gets it worse. I think he retired because Lucky is all alone here. Yeah. He can just cruise in again. That's a very fast time. For how little they've been on here. Is that Deddy 5? Very nice. Compared to the last map, this one looks a little barren. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to redo my cam. Yeah, okay. Well, at least it's an easy fix. Looks like a first time chat from Freshie. We have 18 people on the stream. Not bad. Nah, never mind, I'm not going to type anything. Seeing the live rankings, it is 7-3 Valmara. For some reason, the scores from my match with Nico are still here. You know, calm 13-2. I'm not sure what the total score is. I know they're playing 5 rounds on 4 maps each, which I don't think will get them across the hour mark. You're right, Ol. I do want to keep flexing. I trained hard for that. Yeah, for real, Nico, I thought would be much faster than me. He was in our internal event. It was trained, yes. Yeah, I was very surprised Lucky's leading. I was actually able to get Deddy 1 on one of the train maps. I was very happy with that, given how few I've been able to do. So we now need to go camera 1 and spectate. And that's the fix. Oh, Valmara, I don't know what that line was, but he's carrying slightly more speed. Lucky now, flying away. And he just gives it away. Says to Valmara, nah, you can have it. Now looks like to be easily a point, maybe 7 gap. Valmara releases on the jump. Lucky's closing back in. Oh, bug. He manages to keep it in between the lines, though. And they're both pushing that exit. Oh, Lucky with more speed. But also worse line through there. He has to release, and it should be Valmara's. Excluding a diabolical caster curse. But he manages to land all the way on the right. And that would be round 1 for Valmara. He's drilling it back in. It's only 7-4. Still anyone's duel. Especially since we know what kind of driver Lucky can turn into under a duel. Lucky taking the very early lead. Valmara is right on his tail. Oh, I thought Lucky's going to crash there. But they're already going at a pretty good pace. Lucky might land on... Oh, Lucky about 2 feet from the ram right there. I think I'm the only person on the stream that uses Imperial units. Valmara drifting. I don't know if it's going to pay off, though. I think Lucky still has more speed. This turn very tricky with the left-right up ahead. But Lucky is actually probably on a good time right here. I don't think he lands where he wants to in that jump, but it probably doesn't matter. He had at least a second's worth of a lead. And yeah, Daddy 16 for Luckyshot. Daddy 1 is Robot. I don't know who that is, but his name blends in exactly with the background. That's great. Then we have the Faz Boys 2 and 3. Oh, different lines through this first turn, but advantage to the FKX driver. See Valmara, probably about 0.3 now. Oh, Lucky. Daring to go across the ram. I think Valmara has the slight speed advantage, and he'll have the better entry for this turn. Swinging all the way out wide, and it's close. Valmara with the inside line will take the lead and his drift line. See if Lucky can catch up to that. No, Lucky crashed. Back to Valmara. I think maybe once I switch off of Luckyshot on the cam, I shouldn't go back on him, because there's always something horrible going on with his car whenever I re-spectate him. Valmara, Daddy 12. Very impressive. Within 1 second of the world record. UC Seb, I don't know anything about UC. I think that was before my time as a driver. Yeah, it looks to be... Day list looks to be full of unks. That is my view. And it's about equal heading out of that banked. Oh, they're right on top of each other. Lucky has to release those to make sure he lines up well. And did he crash? No, he's there. Valmara has to release. Lucky has more speed. And a better line through here. He's risking. Oh, he's going. Taking up all the space. Valmara will need to risk in order to keep this duel in his grasp. But he slides. Lucky's out. Going dangerously close to the ram. He does not need to risk like that. Lucky taking the round. Daddy 6. He's on his game. So now, Valmara will need to win every remaining round. He'll need to win 6 in a row to win this map. to win the duel, rather. And if Lucky wins one more, then the least he could do is draw. We'll stay with him for now. Valmara risking, but I don't think it'll pay off. He's still behind the Romanian. He'll need to do God's work on the second lap, or just pray that Luckyshot does a lucky shot. Some of those umps would mop you up any day of the week. Some unk language right there. Oh, thanks, Devil. That's really kind of you. If Lucky keeps it clean here, then Valmara with an interesting landing line. I don't think he's going to do it. Lucky still dead E6. Valmara needs 5 in a row here to avoid losing. With what we saw from Lucky in his last, I guess you could say, duel, even though there's 4 people, it's not out of the question. And I've played with this man a lot, and I know what can happen to the guy. Alright, I need to do my fix. I do hope Valmara wins at least 3 so that I still have more points than Luckyshot. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, I was surprised. It said in the, I guess you could say, registration for the duel that it was supposed to be 1 hour. But I guess not. Because we've only been going for about half an hour. Well, I guess we can ask the people. Make sure that, yeah. Need to fix the old camera. Right now, Lucky doing work to Valmara. See, Shimmy, Daddy won by a mile. I actually took one from him yesterday, but I'm sure he still has plenty more from what I've heard about the driver. No, Lucky's just saying stuff. Right, camera 1 first, and then spectates. Get some good old whiplash with the camera there. That, I don't know about that landing. I think Lucky already got a bug there. Valmara extending to lead that. By the time they get to the same seat, it'll probably be close to a second. Lucky, what are you doing? Is he throwing for content? Because, I mean, Valmara is just gone right now. He can full safe. And same as Lucky. I don't know how much of the HUD he uses. I think that was a small RAM bug, but he's doing alright. Getting all those sec wrecks. And I think both of them should be able to get near shimmy here. Or at least under a 114. Lucky getting the landing, still slightly worse. But at least he's staying on to Valmara. Oh, both of them daring to go much faster through that turn. Lucky now with the aggressive line. And a further drift. He's extending a lead. That looks to be about maybe close to half a second. Inspecting him for a little bit, see if he can keep it together here. Oh my god, dude. Tongue filter. That reminds me, for the closing event of S&C last year, me and my teammates, we all made our names Italian brain rot characters. It was very, very fun. Of course it was my suggestion, because, you know, brain-rotted teenager and whatever. But everyone went along with it. It was a good time. Epic prank. That was fun. I'm not even sure how I convinced Crazy Q to do it. That guy's old. I don't even remember what he did. But I do know that Nico and Foster are much closer to me in age. Alright, see with the standings, Valmara has to win this round and the next two, unless they do what they said to extend it a little bit, in which case Lucky needs to lock in and not crash the wall like he did there. I don't think it'll be that bad for him. They're in the middle of a rather long bank sequence with drifts and a ram. Just, you know, cherry on top. Daddy 4. 1:14.25, a pretty good time. This map reminds me almost of the Nascar map that was a track of the day around a week ago. Add a fifth map randomly? Shit. Okay. Alright. Caster doing more than casting. Actually, well, I'll do it after this round. You can't impede the viewing experience at all. Valmara's still extending. He's bringing it back. He was down 10-5, and now he's almost in a position to make it a 1-point game. But Lucky with the overspeed. Oh, that looks like it could have been a drift. Yeah, Valmara. Oh, Lucky almost crashed there. Valmara's risking. Daddy 4 for Lucky. Ah, shit, right. I forgot to pick the map. I'll do that quickly. Track number 1. Let's see if that's even NASCAR. I know that there's a bunch of not NASCAR here. And also, if one of them have played it, then Of course, skip. Oh, that looks to be a misplay by Luckyshot. He's now multiple car lengths back. But I do like the extra map because now there's no possibility for a tie as Luckyshot absolutely bins his car. Valmara just has an easy road to 11-9 standing before the last map. Oh, what are you doing? It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I just saw Lucky retire. Not a fast round. It doesn't need to be. I've gotten responses from 7 colleges. I'm still waiting on 10, but I just got rejected from the University of Illinois. It's my first rejection. I Yeah, but I'm worried because that was not. It's a great school. I think it's like top 10 nationally for engineering, but it's not. It's around middle of the pack for the schools on my list. So, yeah. The real judgment day is April 1st. I think I get like 6 schools back then. And I hear back from MIT for the second time in a week on Pi Day. Yeah. Okay. Fresh NASCAR. Oh, wait. Is that a map from you, Freshie? I don't know why dude, we have like 1,500 maps on this server. There's a fair amount of garbage here. It looks unfinished by them, so. Alright, I was about to say that jump in the start looked interesting, but I guess it works. Oh, also I need to remember to actually fix my stupid camera. As we see both drivers driving. Don't see them well because of the whole camera 2 thing. Yeah, it looks like, based on Valmara's lines, I don't think he has played this before. Unless he has, and I'm just roasting the guy. But yeah, local records are inconclusive. But we could bring this one right down to the wire. Yeah, it is weird, but as long as I can fix it, I don't really have too much of a problem with it. Because all I need to do is just... I just need to press 1 and that. We're in. No, that start easily looks PF. There's probably some weird thing you can do to gain time, knowing this game. But right now, Lucky keeping it close. He should have a better exit here, and he does. He's extending out. Yeah, I normally press enter, but I'm just not locked in because I'm not playing. Oh, Valmara! Lucky can steal one away. But he can't tie anymore. He'll need to win one more to win if he keeps it together here. Yeah, he's just cruising. Valmara's still driving. Really not a bad strategy against Lucky. You can always bet on a crash from the man. And they're going band for band on the sector records. So round 2 of this should be interesting. Wow, an incredible Deddy one from Luckyshot on a extremely hunted map. This is it. Judgment Day, pretty much. Alright. Start of round... What is this? 22? Valmara already drifting. He'll need to risk. He has no other option. He can't let one more round go the way of Luckyshot. I think Lucky still has more speed here. Oh, that's a bad line. Valmara catching up a lot. Oh, what a risk. He'll need a superhero effort. See what he does through this sector. Not the best line. Oh, that's close. He can't not choke. I don't get it. The man is a magnet. I mean, he's still in range, but no. Point to Valmara. Just a bit of banter. Alright, third to last round underway. Both guarantee a full speed until this rather tricky 180. Lucky sliding, but he keeps it on the track. Aggressive into there. He stays ahead. Let's see where Valmara is. He has a little bit of work to do. Especially if Lucky keeps making turns like that. It's far. Lucky, obviously a driver with much pace. See if he can finish it off here. Just a couple turns to go. Through the banked. And that is it. Lucky Shot is your winner. So, Lucky Shot experimenting with a different line. I think he actually gained a little bit there going to the side. That's interesting. Then, you're right, there are a ton of lurkers. 13 viewers. My stream rarely gets that much. I think I had like 4 in my duel earlier. That might even be a little bit generous. But right now the stakes are off. Both players can just Betty hunt pretty much. And after, oh my god, Lucky immediately bins it. There's the horn. It's not hunting time for me. I'm gonna get off. Probably go on a walk with my mom after this. Or we could take a little peek at the SNC format because I'm pretty sure I saw Spider release that. But there's everyone in the chat. Valmara actually probably on a decent time if he can keep it clean through the ending. There he goes. Doesn't even beat his PB. That's a 125.90, half a second off. No endurance week? Damn it. It's like, that was the one I was excited for. You for real? Still 5 players. Same map pack for time attack and rounds. Oh wait, the time attack just goes for a full week. That's interesting. Oh yeah, you're right. No, it does make sense from an organizer standpoint, but I'm definitely more of a consistency driver than a pace driver. I'd prefer to have it for my own interests. But yeah, avoiding DCs is very, very important. But yeah. And then the rounds event is going to be right after the time attack window ends. There you go. Alright, Lucky's just exploring. Probably trying to hit max speed.